They can't hear me. Here we are. Hello, everybody. Welcome
What
to
is up?
the NAT30s. We are the majority of the NAT30s. We're still missing 2 of our players, but they are with us in our hearts. They are still alive. That sounded like they were dead. They are not. They are still alive, and they are okay. They're just going through some life shit, and we are all thinking of them and can't wait for them to join us again. But they are alive. They are not dead. Yeah, so it is Tuesday, which I forgot what day it was. Thank you to everybody who's in the chat. I see right now, Fires of Atheline. Thank you. I hope you are feeling even better today than you were yesterday, getting over the flu. Thorium Dragon, Grem's here with her butt. Hold on, I gotta get some of that bum nose in there for you. That. We'll eventually get, you know, a decent ass emote too. I see we had a raid from the Role Players Guild. Thank you so much with Party of 8. Initiative League is here, who I think I got to see, was it 2 days ago already? And I got to try to answer a riddle. That was really confusing and weird, but I think I got it at the end. D&D 214 Dice has an online magazine that you should check out. It is, I had it up in front of me, craftinggeeks.com, and we have added our listing to it. Feel free, by the way, to go ahead and spam that in the chat. Let people know about it. It's an online magazine and listing service, creative directory, and you can go check them out and see dice makers and cosplayers and pretty much anything to do with TTRPGs and all of the fun things that go along with it. So please go ahead and throw your URL in the chat. Beluga from the Role Players Guild is here, and A Falcone. And do I see anybody else? I don't want to forget people.
I do just want to mention that Fires of Atheline gave me 1D for advantage.
Okay. All right, I'm going to add that right now so I don't forget.
I don't want it to get lost in there.
Yeah, don't let it get lost.
You know.
Because he renewed his...
Thank you, Fires!
All right, here I got it. So, speaking of, we can go through our announcements. I don't remember who's first, but I think it is partners. So actually, I think it is you, Annie.
It is me. It is me. I was just typing back to my man Fires of Atheline saying, "You're the best." Yeah, so we have some partners that we work with. This collaborative group of us in the South Coast of Massachusetts called the Compound Network. We have some 3D printers, mini painters, and gamers, and I just spammed it in there, some of which are the Brush Republic, who comes on from time to time, Fusion Forge Printing, Arel 3D Prints, Counterclock Weiss, oh, that's so clever, and Tabletop Games. And next, we're going to have the Word of the Week.
where am I compared to you? You can be like, that way.
I don't even know where you are in Twitch, but you're in one of these directions.
Right. I think I'm to your left. Your left.
That way?
There we go. Word of the week. We don't have one because it resets every Tuesday. But every Tuesday, usually something funny happens or the chat brings something up, and we have what we call the Word of the Week. The Word of the Week, if you go down to one of several stores that we hooked up with, the Armory in Fairhaven, Tabletop Games in Westport, and New England Comics in New Bedford. These are all local stores to the South Coast of Massachusetts. And you enter in the Word of the Week at the front desk. They'll probably have like a little jug. You'll be put into a drawing to win a $10 gift card. That's what it's confirmed, the $10 gift card?
Yep.
Is he? All right. Sorry, I know we were doing other stuff before. The $10 gift card, and you can do that at all the stores. So you don't have to just go to one. We actually would like you to go to all of them, which would be pretty cool. we'll come up with something entertaining for the word of the week. And when we do that, this happens. It comes up in the chat. And usually it comes up with, I think, with all the stores and stuff like that. So, gift card, yes. Every time, gift card.
I didn't even have to say it out loud. The chat did it for me.
They get me every time. You take your car and you drive down to whatever store and you get your gift
name.
I think it's probably a Packy.
Yeah, you gotta go to the
Well,
Packy.
maybe. You could say Packy, but they don't sell booze there, so, you know. So yeah, so that's what you do. So that's word of the week, and I believe now, yep. And who's next up?
I believe it's Patreon, which would be me.
So you're up there. I'll throw it.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah. So we have recently launched a Patreon. We'll get you some behind-the-scenes access to some of Izzy's DM prep notes. A few homebrew items, including Zan's Quiver, that I believe that was the first magic item that we had in the campaign, or it might have been the lantern, but I think it was the first homebrew item, if I remember correctly. Including our character sheets, some NPC character sheets as well, I believe, different lore, and all Patreon members automatically get a entry into our free monthly giveaway. Right now we have 2 tiers. We just started a new tier, a $1 tier or a $2.50 tier, which is less than a coffee. I mean, I can't even think, what can you get for $1 nowadays, really?
Nothing.
Really?
No, you can't even get a card.
Nothing. Absolutely.
No, but
they're like $5. I just went and bought one today. $5.
You can get a $10 one if you go over to the store.
Just
a 99-cent coffee at Cumbies costs $1.05 after tax.
Yes. So you can't get anything for $1 anymore.
Can you even get a McDonald's hash brown for that much anymore? Probably not.
You can't get a McDonald's double cheeseburger anymore for $1.
But you know what you can get?
Nothing.
You know what you can get?
You can get a subscription to our
for a month.
Yeah, you can get a subscription to our Patreon, and you can join the ranks of our Patreons, including Brian K, Eric L, Brian P, Mark R, and Thomas M. So we can throw your name right up on there. Go on to our Patreon.
Brave souls.
Where is he? I'm gonna throw it back across the table. I don't know if that's the right direction to Cuba to tell them about our merch.
Oh, got it. Yes, we got a merch store. Check us out on TeePublic, where you can find all variety of hilarious things that we have said that have been illustrated, like a goblin head cut off and put on a spike just to send a message, or the logo to the Brew Bottle Tavern. You like tits and arrows? We got that shirt as well. And fun fact, it goes on sale tomorrow. Everything up to 35% off for the rest of the week till Friday. So take advantage of the 3-day sale on the TeePublic if there is anything on there that tickles your fancy.
Oh, and we have a request from Initiative League. Someone's going to say Patreon with a Southie accent. Come on. Let's go, Arik.
That's just Patreon. It's not really all that different.
None of us are from Southie.
No, we're not from Southie.
Unfortunately, no.
How would you say Patreon?
Can we talk about, which one of us is going to be a knock? That's a knock.
Are you a co-op? Are you a co-op?
Are you a knock? Are you a knock? Are you, or are you not a knock?
He's a co-op.
Speaking of, we've got the last thing we've got is our monthly giveaway, which is this month. It is a copy of the Heroes Feast cookbook, and along with that, a bunch of stickers and other fun things that we have printed out. You can enter into the monthly giveaway. It is completely free. You just watch the show and you get channel points. So if you go down into the channel points, the critties that we have below in Twitch, you can check out the enter the giveaway It's 2,500 critties now. I dropped it by 1,000 critties to try to like just get more people entering the giveaway because you know you guys are watching, so you should. And so basically you watch, you enter the giveaway, you can enter as many times as you want. You can also brawl and battle in the chat using !brawl, !battle. And when you get enough of those extra points, exclamation points, you can do an extra ticket. So there's a bunch of different ways, and then we are going to be announcing in our Discord, there's going to be ways to win extra monthly giveaways, entries, sorry, in our Discord. They'll be exclusive to that, but anybody who's in the Discord can do it. And we are also, obviously, as was mentioned, joining the Patreon gets you a free entry every month guaranteed, which again, all the entries are free. It's just that you use your critties. So if you're a Patreon, you get one without having to spend your critty points. So those are the
I just sent out last month's grand prize, the Art and Arcana, sorry.
Arcana.
Micaiah there. Book yesterday, mailed that. You may or may not get a purple package with a couple of bricks in it. Because I really wanted that book.
No, that's not. Ye Muffin is not here. That's not what happened. I didn't mail it out, though. I can't promise.
We were just talking about Knox. Jesus Christ. So that Boris glitter.
I heard a voicemail on my wife's phone with a dude saying I love you, and I was like, who the heck is that? It was me, and I sound way more country than I thought. Was it you? Let's see. 400 from another entry. Awesome. That, I think it's only like maybe by the end of the session you'll be able to get that, but if you brawl and battle and stuff, you'll get that extra ticket. We have like 26 entries this month, which we started off with, you know, when I started the change on how we were going to do it, we started with maybe 5 or 6 entries. So it's really getting up there. That's awesome. It also shows that, you know, more and more people are coming in and taking advantage of it. So we appreciate you. Thank you so much. And
thank you.
We are going to roll our beautiful bean footage and then get started. Fires of
we went in the forest and shot it ourselves.
Fires of Ethylene, I have a new sound for you too. I don't know if you remembered, but none of them can hear it.
What is it?
I'm like waiting.
Tell me, is it the Benny Hill music?
Yeah, it is.
It says, we need that whenever we're like.
Oh no, you can only do it every like 5 minutes because I know you.
It's on cool. Yes. That's great.
Practice a week.
Because I know you.
Timing it every 5
eyes
minutes.
narrowing.
All right, so sorry. Okay, here we go. When we last left the bums of Greenest, you all were within the abandoned mine of Fool's Hope after having traveled across the plains from Baldur's Gate and through some little forest patches at the direction of a wizard named Asim Egreth, who gave you the location of this abandoned mining town, letting you know that it potentially, very likely, has the materials needed in order to bring back Erdnot Brewbottle's deceased daughter, Dratha, who has been recently murdered. So you entered the mine, leaving Gildan, Erdnot's steed, outside to watch things. And within a few minutes of entering, you were accosted by some Erdnot doppelgangers who set a trap which Erdnot promptly fell into, and it began a little battle between you and these Erdnots. Come to find out, they were gnomes that were living within the abandoned mine tunnels. After Micaiah tunneled through a small hole that they had been using to throw darts and stab from, you found yourselves entering into what appeared to be a living space, but unfortunately still under attack. After the battle was done, there were 3 dead gnomes, and the rest had fled further into the mine, and you all took about 10 minutes to search the remains of those gnomes, Arik finding an orb, which just so happens the wizard had sent you to go find him an orb. Micaiah took the rest of the time to do a ritual to ask her god if it was in fact the orb that you were searching for, but instead the orb shattered, which led you to believe that probably wasn't.
The resounding no.
Our just fucking gods.
Monty Python style, just a giant thumb comes down and crushes the orb.
So
The gods owe me a toy.
So we return, and I will actually switch over to, let me just double check that this is where I want it to be.
Can I say how funny it would be that just like there is like a lower deity tasked by a god to just stand behind Eric the entire time, and every time he gets some sort of orb, like it's his job to smack it out of his hands.
I'm trying to just hold on to
like he has really bad luck. What's that guy's name? Placille from the other game.
Oh yeah.
He can be the little god that stands behind him and
He
just
wasn't
ruins
the god
everything.
of bad luck. He was just the.
I mean, he might as well.
Of odds.
Just saying.
He just happened
I
to
know.
cause
What
bad
are the odds that a god would continually take orbs from one man? Just because. I mean, what are the odds?
For
Very
fun.
good when your name is Eric Firesong.
For the
Apparently.
lulz.
Defy the odds at every turn, apparently.
I can't wait to tell you guys like all my secrets. I really can't. He keeps asking me stuff, and I'm like, I want to tell you, but I can't. You're gonna have to wait. So we rejoin the bums inside of the mine. You had decided to head to the north and do a little bit of looking at the potential living quarters of these gnomes. So that is where we return as you head further north. So what you all doing?
Was the map pulled up?
Oh shit. Sorry, it was for me, not for you.
Oh,
There you go.
So we went into the room with the boxes. I don't know where that was.
He was waiting for it. He waited for the exact 5-minute mark.
Wow,
got
that's
another 5
dedication. You say they got a timer.
I've been over there, so do you want me to lead you guys over there?
Hey,
I don't know if we'll fit the way that you got in there.
You should. You will. You will, because the giant badger was bigger than you guys.
Oh, it was a giant badger.
It was a giant
yeah.
badger. Yeah, it was giant.
Gnome would be afraid of a regular badger.
Yeah, giant badger.
I'm
that's
gonna
what it's
lead them through the tunnel because I see these webs over here and I don't know, so I'm just gonna go this way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Arik will just step out of the way and just ladies first.
All right through here. Do.
called. Yeah, the troubles.
I don't know if I can get in there.
There we go.
For real. Oh, there it goes. Now it'll let me.
All right, I'll follow. Staying close behind her.
Come on,
she
Ernie. Don't fall in that hole again.
doesn't-
You know what they
Everyone, I
say.
am moving the
Trick me
two
once,
ladies because
shame
they
on
are
me.
not with us.
Okay, cool.
Fool me
So,
twice.
You
The hell is
en-
this orange stuff?
So as you enter into the living quarters here, you see different types of mushrooms. And as Micaiah noticed, the air in this part of the mine is a lot more musty, or even like musky. It smells of some kind of body odor and dirt and basically like living creatures congregating in here. You can smell that this is more lived in than the rest of the mine, and there is no, well, there is light. I was gonna say there's no light. You guys are extremely bright. The light from the light from the lantern of revealing hanging off of Arik shines in a 60-foot radius all around you. So as you walk through here, you can see everything quite clearly. And as you
Unless
come through,
it's been an hour, my hammer should still be emitting light too.
yeah, no, it's only been about we'll say like 15-20 minutes since you cast that spell. So plenty of time. Including
just let
the
me
time.
shine bright like a diamond, or not, okay? Just let me shine.
It
I
is
want to say
definitely
right off.
overriding his light spell.
I want to say right off the bat. I want to make sure that I'm very careful around the mushrooms. Last time we were in a cave and there was mushrooms, and I just tapped one. It made me trip out and kill somebody in the party.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take a lot of care to move around.
Yeah, but I don't think these dudes would be living in have those in their bedroom.
Can
I don't care.
Zan take a
Taking a
look at the
chance.
mushrooms, see if he recognizes any of them, see if they're dangerous or just regular mushrooms?
Yeah, are you proficient in survival or nature?
Yes, I believe I am in both. Yes,
Okay.
both.
Which one do you want to do?
I would prefer survival.
Okay. Go ahead.
It's a big old 9, but I am going to use one of my D4 inspirations. I think I still have one left.
Oh, I have you at
So-
3.
I think I used one last week.
Okay, so then you still have 1 because somebody gave you
So-
something.
Oh, if they did, I didn't know. But it's not that great. It's only an 11.
Okay. So with a survival check, I would say looking at these mushrooms, at least, so the ones that are closest to you, you look at them and they don't have any kind of residue on them that would make you hesitant to eat them. They are a brighter orange color, so they may be edible by you, or maybe just edible from a certain type of creature or humanoid, but they do not appear to be poisonous, overtly poisonous, despite their color. So the color does kind of make you a little bit wary. The ones across the way, the white, wide capped ones that are sticking out from the wall to the north, those look more safe. And the yellow ones a little bit further in, that you can see, they also appear safer. And then there's another grouping down way to the north there that also looks to be pretty safe as far as mushrooms go. Like the brighter the mushroom, the more nervous you get.
Ernot's gonna start rummaging through their shit, and he's going to specifically be looking to see like what he can learn about them, who they are, why they're here, maybe a map, key,
All right.
booby trap, warnings.
So
are you gonna look for some armor of dwarven kind?
I almost looking for armor of dwarven kind. If I find armor of dwarven kind on one of their hides, I'm fucking melting their body, pouring it out, and I'm taking the armor.
I'm just. Eric approves of that.
So immediately too, as you guys are walking in and taking a look around, you are kind of getting closer. You notice on the walls, in between the spaces where the mushrooms are growing, you can see these scribblings on the wall. But for the majority of you, it's just like nonsense. You can't, there's no like letters or whatever. Micaiah, roll a perception check. So as you guys go through, or not, you can make an investigation check if you're kind of rummaging through their stuff.
Where did you see those? Oh, damn.
What was that?
Oh, we didn't do that. What do you call it? The 21.
Oh no, that's gonna be on Saturdays.
Oh, only on Saturdays. Okay.
Well, I perceive absolutely nothing. I'm still feeling blinded, apparently.
Okay.
From last session.
You rolled a 9 or not?
Yep.
Okay. So searching through, you go over to like these crates, going through the backpack on the ground here. It's mostly like coal. So one thing I forgot to mention, which was obvious, should have been an obvious thing, but I totally forgot to mention, when you were looting the bodies of the gnomes that you did kill, you would have noticed that the clinking sound that you were all hearing, it was in fact jewelry that was made out of bones, different types of bones, animals, humanoid, spending enough time with the dead bodies, so like that clinking and weird noise that you heard throughout the mine, that was what that was from. That was an oversight on my part, but you saw that.
On the way out, I'll have to cut a piece of that to make a necklace. Eric feels a kinship suddenly with these people that take bones.
You search through, you find mostly like rags and in the boxes, nothing is overly organized in any particular way, but as you're like pushing boxes aside and then rummaging through some of them, looking through this bag here, you notice that there are like leather boots or hats or little bits of clothing, rusted daggers, or remnants of others who have been through here. And I will say that looking in this pack, most of the stuff that's in there, pretty worthless. It's like just a bunch of like crap, like spoons and forks and like things that appear to have been looted from bodies. But you do find, even with that really crappy roll, we're gonna see what you find.
Armor of dwarven kind.
Oh my gosh. Another orb.
Arik is sitting here just like this.
Yeah.
Hoping that a god just smacks it out of his hand.
like lifts it up, he's like,
picks it up.
in a fucking bag.
I just pull an orb out and go, useless. Just throw it like Yoda over my shoulder.
What size were the boots and stuff like that? Were they small?
They were all various sizes. They're like torn and ripped and old. Some of them are old. Some of them are stained. So you find actually it's a pitcher that's in pretty decent shape, like a ceramic pitcher that's very ornately designed. and it's just kind of like sitting in a bunch of coal and soot in this bag. Not sure how much it's worth, but if you were to keep it, you could probably like get it appraised. If you wanted.
Hear something.
That's my dog. It's our dog.
Oh, okay.
She's scratching at the bed for some reason.
Okay.
Very annoying.
Don't let her break that bed. We just bought that damn thing.
I'm not gonna stop her from doing what she's doing.
Can I tell like who would have made the ceramic pitcher? Like what race? Is there any indication?
Make a history check. Micaiah, in the meantime, you are kind of like distracted looking around, and it takes you a few minutes as everybody else like you're. No, you have no idea. With a 5, you have no idea.
Well, Erdnot appreciates craftsmanship, so he's gonna walk over to Avedon and open the bag of holding and goes, "We're gonna hold on to this. Put it in your purse."
All right, Erdy. Puts it in. I'll make a note of that. So it goes, actually, I can just drag it in there. Hold on. I'll put it in there. As you all are kind of looking at the writings on the wall, Micaiah, you are very distracted, but eventually, like, somebody elbows you in the side, and you look up and you see the writings on the wall, and it takes you, like, another 15, 20 seconds of staring at it, and then you realize, like, oh, I can read this.
Oh, great! I can read this. What does it say?
So, in Undercommon, I'm just dragging this picture into your thing. There we go. In Undercommon, you begin to see the scribbling, like, writing. It's frantic looking, and you're not quite sure what it's written in. It could be a liquid that's been dried. It could be like a powdery, powdery substance that's been ground to make an ink. It could be blood. You don't know. It's kind of old looking, but you see different.
I vote for blood.
Yeah.
You see different phrases, like. Do this. Oops. I'll actually just send them to you so you can read them to your peers here.
Okay.
But you see all of these different phrases written on the walls. Did that work?
Yes, it did. So, guys, I can see this. There's some crazy stuff written on these walls. This one over here says, "That makes black ink may see through the rest." And this over here says, "He is Dalgareth." I don't know who that is. This one over here says, "The others pass untold by ill, even so by limping sway. The hounds reserve them all forwards. Words spoken are truth." This one over here says, "Cries gentle thief will steal his purity. The truth in your charter is the method. Feed the mouths." It sounds like preaching.
Sounds like mad savage gnomes.
They don't sound savage. I mean, it sounds like put together language.
I think it may be a riddle.
Or it may be a riddle. I mean, Zan is the one that's going to be president eventually, so he probably knows better.
One thing that you notice, Micaiah, too, is that they're not all written in like a line. You guys see these are written like all over the walls in different spots.
Okay.
They're just kind of like scrawled everywhere.
Like verses. That's what it seems like to me.
Oh, I do speak Undercommon, so I can read those. I should be able to read that too, right?
Okay. Yes, you should. Once I got to like one person who could read it, I didn't go any further. All right, hold on one second. I will copy this to YouTube. So, Erdnot, while you're looking at this and you're like, oh shit, I can read this actually. These are words that I can read.
That I know.
You're too busy with that picture.
It was a very beautiful picture.
It was beautiful. It's a beautiful blue and
What's this little
turquoise
thing
with
over
like
here? It's a little gold.
with all these veins, like veiny type paintings in there. So Erdna, as you are like looking and you're like, oh shit, I can read that, you suddenly get your spidey sense like tingling, except it is your steed, Gildan, outside. And as you can feel your connection to him, you suddenly get this sense of like Gildan projecting to you that he smells something. And then almost before you can even react to that, you get this sense of the feeling of sharp, piercing something going into Gildan's skin. And I'm going to actually have you roll initiative for him. Hold on.
Gildan!
I should have had my green pig to squeeze.
I'm
to
going to
make
drop
the
him right
squeeze
here
sound.
just so I can put him in. He is not right here in front of you. But I'm going to put him into initiative order so that you can roll. Do you have control over him?
He
Sorry.
just disappeared.
Sorry.
Jesus.
Gildan's attacking!
I'm going to put him over here
Pig.
in the wall.
Giant
Alright, so do you have initiative?
He's in the walls.
I
You have
don't
the
know.
ability to-
He's in the darkness.
No, can you go into the combat tracker? Can you see him and roll that die or no?
Yeah. Okay. There we go.
Okay.
All right, 5.
That's a 5. Okay, so you feel the piercing pain of different things like jabbing into Gildan's skin, and he's communicating this telepath just with the connection that you have with him. Suddenly, and followed by that burning hot sensation of poison just flowing through his veins. You feel him running, charging at something, which he then gores with his horns, or his tusks, sorry, in front of him, and that thing goes flying off to the side, but immediately followed by several sharp, thick picks just sticking again into his skin over and over and over again. He turns. You can't see exactly, you're just feeling this, but he turns to try to go charge at someone else, but the poison that's coursing through his celestial giant boar body begins to slow him down, and he's waving around, trying frantically to get to all of these little things that are attacking him right now. And he continuously, another round of stabbings just all over his body, and suddenly you feel him.
Boy, they're gonna be disappointed when they try to eat that bacon, because yeah, he just disappears from this plane of existence.
Right. You feel that pain as he is almost like, sorry guy, and then he's just like, and he's gone.
That is not what he sounds like.
Hey Erdy, I'm so sorry,
guys.
but I gotta go.
I got stabbed.
I'll be waiting in the void.
I feel like Gildan was Julius Caesar. That was all the senators, just like surrounding him and just like stabbing him mercilessly.
Gnome A.
J. Yes.
So that is what has just happened.
He turned quickly. He goes, "Ready yourselves. They're coming. They've got past Gildan."
Oh boy.
All right. Do we want to go back out into the main, or try to continue moving forward, watching behind us?
I say we confront what comes. Take care of it now. Not get trapped further on their territory.
Was he able to tell you how many there were?
Nope. There were several.
Arg is going to step just past Zan for a second, right here.
Okay.
And shine the light down here at these. Are these more boxes?
Yes.
Doesn't
So
quite. This one doesn't quite look like the others.
yeah, so as you step forward and the light shines down that way, you can see a table just against the wall right here, some more boxes over in the corner, and then what appears to be another larger table with it looks like the remnants of some of these mushrooms on the wall, just on the table, and a little bit of them on the floor. And you can see that the cavern extends further up this way from your vision of where you're standing. You also can see little bits of bone on the floor in this cavern.
Okay. I'm not sure if the cavern loops back around to that main spot where we came from, but you guys want to go back? I happen to see some tables and some other things. We might be able to see what. We might be able to find something that leads us to where we need to go, or not. What you seek.
Aye, but also they're coming. There's more of them still in here that got away from the first fight. And if we keep going, we're going to get caught, trapped in more of their traps, while their reinforcements come. I say we attack them now, because they don't know that we know they're coming.
We also don't know their numbers. There could be 100 of them for all we know.
Or it could be
may
one.
want to. We may want to just continue on, get the diamond, and get out as fast as possible. We may not be able to make a stand against everyone. We don't know what else is down here.
I think speed is of the essence. I'm with Zan. I think
If
we
it's
need
only
to just go.
If it's only a few, then they'll just join the others inside the holes in the walls. It's no big deal.
They don't
If it
really
was-
want to fight us outright. It doesn't seem.
No, they're gonna get us more of their traps. We're wasting too much time. How
Let's
big
go.
are these boxes?
Art's gonna
How
move
big are
forward
these
to check these
boxes?
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't see me pointing, I just realized.
They're kind of standard size crates, probably about 2 feet by 2 feet, 3 feet by 3 feet. They're not like huge, but
Are they heavy? Like can like little gnomes push them easily?
they are not entirely in working order. They're broken.
Well, I was gonna, if they're in good enough order, I guess I was gonna block up the hole that Micaiah made so that, they can't take a shortcut to us.
I mean, you can certainly try. They are not.
Yeah,
they
fuck
are not
it.
like.
Taking what's there, and I'm just gonna shove it against the wall.
Well,
And
there's
push all
there's
the
a
weight.
wheelbarrow.
Yeah, there is stuff, but these boxes have been here for a while. They are
Rotted.
they are not in the best of condition. And some of them that you've kind of pushed through to get to other stuff at the bottom have already fallen apart. So you can definitely do it. Whether or not you believe that it will actually hold anything is
It'll slow
questionable.
them down.
Okay. Yep, so you can do that. So as you begin to pull all of the boxes together, is anybody helping him? Is this a group effort?
I'm gonna give him guidance, 1d4.
Zen will
Cantrip.
give him a hand.
Okay.
I'll take one further step down just to keep an eye on this area, because it looks like it opens up.
Okay. Yeah, as you start to head up a little bit, you can see that it does look like there is an entrance here. Like you could start to see a little bit of a curvature coming around, and another entrance around here. I really want it to pan, but so you begin to set up the boxes and stuff in the area, these are actually part of the map, so I cannot move them. I don't believe I can anyway. I'm pretty sure.
We believe you. They're there.
Yeah. So you are blocking up this entrance. Let me just add a. So you think you've done an okay job, but again, these boxes, even I won't even have you do a roll because you're relying on the boxes here. So you have blocked all of that in there. You begin to hear the little clinking and clanking of those bones, little clicking and the wind chimey type clacks. What is your plan? Are you staying in here? What are you doing?
Did you say we all hear that?
Passage.
Yeah, you can all just barely hear it within.
Okay. Yeah, I'll move up the passage to this corner right here.
I've collided with the wall.
So I'll just
We'll just head back.
Won't lie, I half expected
we're still we're still in their home here, so, and there's more shit, so we might as well raid their shit while we're here. And
Yeah.
Well, I thought I was gonna do that Han Solo thing where he runs around the corner and just sees like a whole fucking line of them.
runs into a barracks.
Alright.
Micaiah wants to look at these mushrooms up here.
Yeah.
The ones that are like on the table. Does she recognize
barracks.
anything? Sorry, Eric.
No, I was trying to get out of your way, sorry.
Oh.
Make a nature check or survival, depending on what how much you're trying to learn about them. There you go. There you go. 24. Yes.
Yeah.
So these, you do not know the name of them, even with that roll, but just because this is not the type of environment that you're typically used to. But looking at it, sorry, this was a survival check. Looking at it, you can tell like these are perfectly fine for you to eat. The color is similar to another mushroom type that you know of. That I don't know the name of mushrooms, but throw one out. That's what it looks like, and you know that that it is edible and it's good for you and nice and healthy. And looking around, all you see on the table, so inspecting the table, you can see there's no blood on this table. Everything that you see in this area
That's good.
is remnants and little pieces of mushrooms of various kinds. And primarily the ones that you see being grown on the walls, which again only serves to solidify your belief that this is a farm.
Yep.
You do see more of the writings. We'll just say that like as you go, the ones that I sent you, that's what you're seeing on the walls, just kind of written in there in blood or some kind of ink or something.
The nighttime is the right time.
There's shiitake mushrooms in here, guys. I just really wanted to say shiitake mushrooms.
Can I rummage through their boxes?
Yes. Go ahead, Ernie.
Yes.
I'm gonna put my hand on him if he's gonna have to make a check. I'm gonna guide him.
God, these fucking rolls tonight.
Well,
If these are real dice, I'd fucking throw them away. No, I'm not gonna waste the
Can I-
D4. It's
can I
still not
check
gonna
out?
be.
Oh, what'd you
No.
get? I couldn't
Four.
see it. Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Zen.
searching through these boxes, it's actually all mushrooms. There's stuff in here, but as you search through, you start to see there's
Like
dirt,
mushrooms.
and then you're going through the dirt, and it's just all mushrooms, all of the different types of edible fungi that are growing on the walls.
I have a +3 in survival. Can I check to see if these are like psychedelic mushrooms? Like, do they like get high and start scribbling on the walls in some sort of religious ceremony?
I would say with Micaiah's check, that's going to cover that kind of thing. None of these Micaiah that you have seen so far, save maybe the orange ones. Are you proficient in that or not? Was it nature?
In survival?
in survival?
No, not in. I'm proficient in survival, not in nature.
Okay. I mean, the orange ones might be, but the other ones are definitely not.
But there was no indication that like the orange ones are more revered than any of the other
Nope.
mushrooms.
Nope. In fact, on this table right up here are the mushrooms that are on the side.
Yeah.
Okay. Because if they were like
It's just like
part of
mushrooms.
religious ceremonies, I would figure that like the orange ones would be like much
Yeah.
more revered, like you could tell. But all right.
Arik, as you're standing there looking, you hear that familiar like thunk sound as a dart comes shooting out from the wall and hits you in the chest, but then bounces off onto the floor.
Ha!
How
Then-
dare they,
How rude!
bastards?
I'll just look down and be like, how rude.
Zan,
Could I-
you also feel. Hold on.
You said they hit me in the chest?
Yep, it hit you right in the chest. You also feel actually come from behind you a dart that hits you in the back, but again, like something that you're wearing on the back there as you turn, like your quiver knocks it to the ground. And there's also another one. Abaddon feels the same thing. Oops.
Jerks.
I think we should get moving. We're not going to be able to fight them in the walls.
Yes.
And you can hear the little clinking of the bones coming from all around. And another one, like Abaddon's like, ah! As something comes out of the wall again. And you start to notice these these holes in the walls that everybody make perception checks for me. Oops.
14
There
for
we go.
Xander.
17.
18.
Ark.
Nice job, Art.
16. Yeah, so you guys start to notice that there are holes like in the rock in various parts of this area. There's probably about 3 of them. One Arik that you can see like up this way, one that's just behind where Abaddon is. Zan, you see one back here. So there you are kind of in a living quarters where there are different holes everywhere. What are you doing? Because I'm going to determine whether or not you need to go into initiative at this point.
We need to go. now.
Kai is moving. She saw
Right,
Zan.
before we move, Ernot's going to blast the hole that he sees, whichever one that might be. Like, how big are the holes?
The holes are about 2 feet, like, around, but not
So
like these perfectly circled holes. They're like jagged and
Alright.
everything.
Whichever one I see, I'm gonna blast. I can, the Eldritch Blast will either go in and knock somebody on their ass, or hopefully hit the wall and collapse the hole, and then
Okay.
we'll run.
All right, we'll see how that works. Go ahead and roll. We'll say that you're going for this hole that's right over here. So you can roll, and then depending on what happens here, I'm going to have everybody roll for initiative. Oh, yeah.
15.
Disadvantage because you can't see unless you're targeting the hole. Are you targeting the hole itself, or are you targeting
Yeah,
inside
no, I'm not
the hole?
targeting. I'm not targeting person. I'm just. You said like we're here, and there's like a look pink. So and we all apparently rolled well enough to see the holes. So
Yes.
I just want to see the hole and just shoot back at
Okay.
the hole.
Roll damage because you are rolling at
Shoot back at
rolling
the hole.
against a rock formation. So.
11.
Okay. So you let loose your Eldritch Blast, and it smashes against the hole there, and you hear a little yelp from behind it. And you do successfully like collapse this section, not entirely. Like it falls in enough that like you wouldn't be able to even try to squeeze through this hole now, but there are little chunks that can be seen through it.
Yeah,
What's everybody else?
I'm just sending a message. Like, you want to shoot darts at us? I'm gonna blow up your fucking holes.
Okay. What's everybody else doing? You have like
Zen is-
1 round to tell me what you're doing before I'm going to start.
Zen is starting to usher everyone back, moving out of the death tunnel with holes on around all sides with no way to fight back.
It's only a murder tunnel.
Trying to usher everyone out, even though he could run over everyone.
These little guys, oh my god. Alright, so you're heading out that way.
Arik will bring up the rear, because he probably has the highest AC in this spot right here, so.
Okay.
I'll go in the front, because the squishy shouldn't be leading, and the only way back out is through the...
Can I just
field of
say,
spider
at
webs.
times like this, I really miss Lauren. I mean, Adam just completely lobbed that one out there for anyone. And bring up the rear, and no one said that's what she said. I mean, this is a travesty. It really is.
Yeah, I say collapse your holes. No one said.
So you guys shift over into this area, and you know what? What are you trying to do? I'm gonna say.
Apparently, Zan wants us to leave this room, so.
So what's your plan to get out of where you are?
We're facing this spider web area, right?
Yes, Arik, you're gonna feel another dart comes out from behind you.
Yeah, my plan, what he would do is he'd probably just turn around since he's bringing up the rear with his shield. Trying to look for anybody that's going to be coming out of those holes or out of any place. Trying to keep an eye out while everybody else figures out.
Zen is going to attempt to kick through the boxes that not took all the time to place.
All right.
Oh.
Roll me a strength. Roll me a strength check. Does a 20 hit you, Arik?
Yes.
Could we maybe make it athletics? I mean, Zen kicks a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Why not, monk?
That's a 20. What's athletics? I think I only have proficiency in it. I don't have anything plus to my strength, but so yeah, that'd be 21.
Okay. Yeah, you easily are able to. I'm not gonna have you roll damage with a 20, like to hit. That's really just more like how easily can you get through him. You like Erdnot, you watch as he's just like roundhouse kick, and it just goes like everywhere, and you're like, oh, I put like 3 minutes of time into that. Arik, I need you to roll.
The wood was very rotted, Auric. It was very rotted.
You did a beautiful job. Arik, I need you to roll a con save, and you take 5 points of piercing damage as you turn to face. And then another dart comes shooting out from the wall.
Oh my goodness, guys, we need to get going.
That's a 17.
So you feel the dart again, like it sinks into like some weird spot, like on your arm that is just happens to not be covered in that moment as you're turning, and you feel the burning sensation there as the poison begins to like seep out, but then you shake it off and are able to get it out before.
Can I pull it and can I take it out and tuck it away? Hang on to it instead of like taking it and throwing it away.
Let's see. What would be a good roll to determine that? Hey, chat. What's a good roll to determine that? In the meantime,
it's stuck in my arm, right?
I mean, sorta. You also have your sword in your hand, right? And your shield in your other hand. I just want to see what kind of shape it's in. You can grab it, but is it going to be usable? That's what I'm kind of determining. Medicine? Man up and leave it where it is.
Fucking smack it, drive it in further.
Alright, how about this? You grab it.
And the only way to do it is to put it through more.
You grab it. You've got this poison dart. We're gonna say you grab it, and I will address how its condition later, because you wouldn't know its condition anyway, how quickly everything is going. So we'll talk about that after. The Danya. So you have a poison dart for sure. Danya is standing there with her bow at the ready. She's looking around. A dart comes out, 22 to hit, and she takes 5 points of damage from it. And she makes a con save, which I'm just going to do. And that's a nat 1.
Which is technically a 0 for her.
Which is technically a 0 for her. Hey, Pint and Pie. Thanks for joining us. So she is poisoned. You see her, she's like, ah! And she puts her bow down to the side and pulls out this dart. And so everything for the next minute, which you guys are not technically in initiative because you can't really see what's going on. And doing so would slow you down.
Is she passed out? Is that
No,
what?
no.
I forgot what
She's
the
got
poison does.
Disadvantage
on
rolls.
skill. I think it's skill checks.
Oh, okay. As I say, because she was out, I would just like go pick her up.
No.
Well, we're heading out of this tunnel, right back through this tunnel, right?
Now that Zan kicked the boxes out of the way, I was gonna cut through the spiderweb land.
Okay,
Let's
hold
go.
on.
No.
I'm moving the wall so you guys can see again.
Okay.
Okay, so there's the wall. So you start to get the impression the clinking and the clanking is starting to get louder behind you, as it appears that there are more coming from behind you somehow, and you didn't get far enough to know if that's normal or not. You know what? The music is just not what I want right now. I want tense music. Where's my tense music? There you go.
By the way, before I forget to mention, I think it was Fires of Athleen had a good suggestion. Yeah. Mushrooms as word of the week.
There you go.
I was thinking holes.
Holes? I like mushrooms better. It's all about them mushrooms this week.
Zan is going to follow Micaiah through the badger hole.
Okay.
Through the giant badger hole. And
then ask Micaiah, do you remember which direction you sensed when you cast Find Object?
DM, do you remember which direction?
It was south.
So, Erdnot, you do still have Hunter's Mark.
I should.
So you do sense that your quarry is to the south, and that is the direction also that Micaiah's.
Perfect. It was south, Zan.
I think we should continue on before they catch up to us.
Yes, agreed. Let's go, Erdy. Lead us.
All right.
Don't fall in that hole.
If we're running through this, we're running into all their traps. So,
okay.
Yep. I'm gonna have my action held if I can do that.
Yep.
Like, at the first sight of something, whether it's a hole or a me or a anything, I'm just gonna blast.
You're holding Eldritch Blast?
Unless something pops up in front of me, then I'm gonna smack it with a hammer. But if like we're running and I see something up ahead, then I'm going to Eldritch Blast. But if we're running and like hands come out of the wall, I'm just gonna like, eh.
Okay. So you head down. You begin heading through at a brisk pace. Erdnot, as you are leading the charge here to your in this direction, you do see an area that has a table, stool, bunch of paperwork that is kind of covered in soot and broken rock and whatnot in that direction.
I'm gonna go there because I want to see what the paperwork is about. And I would just yell to everybody, "Cover me! They could be something useful here."
Hey, Falcone, I see you.
All right.
Before I
I'll
read the
park
paperwork, can I
myself right
scan
here.
for holes?
Make a perception check. I know I'm not being consistent between perception and investigation because I'm trying to figure out exactly which one would it be. You do see what appears to be a hole like right up in this direction. And what are you doing?
I'm going to shoot and try to collapse it.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll. Sorry, I'm just moving you guys to get out of the way here.
Yeah.
18.
All right. So you do again. You hit solidly in there. And the hole collapses in again, most of the way, like even more than the last one that you hit. So you feel pretty confident that you've gotten this hole taken care of.
Right.
Kind of rifling through those papers and listening out, you do hear coming from behind you and a little bit from the different sides. You start to hear the little like clinking of the bones and everything, and it's getting more numerous sounding. Like it's getting louder. It's getting it's not like overwhelming in your ears. It's just that before it was just like clink, clink, clink. Now it's compounded. There are multiples of these entities behind you.
I would grab the paper knot and we should keep moving.
Hey, Reed. Thank
I
you
agree.
so much for the raid.
I don't think we should spend the
29.
time looking at it. Let's grab it and let's
Hey,
go.
thanks for
Oh,
the
wow.
raid.
Thank you for the
Hey,
raid.
thank you for the raid.
Woo!
Woo. I don't know where my...
Holy cow.
Whoa.
Woo. Hey, Raid.
Holy.
Thank you
Just
for joining
in
us.
time, we're being chased by little, literally gnomes. Little, deadly, probably cannibal gnomes.
Well,
I think they eat mushrooms.
Yeah, you've seen nothing to suggest that they're cannibals.
Now
Um,
grab the paperwork and let's go,
They have
Artie.
piles of victim
Yeah, there are piles
clothes.
of bones, besides the piles of bones.
And bring your Eldritch Blast with you. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the papers. Is there anything else here that looked useful?
No, so for the most part, you are able to find just a bunch of different paperwork. You do find a journal that, looking at this area and being, the type of dwarf, being a dwarf in general, you can tell this is probably the area that like the foreman of this mine was set up in. Most of the other miners are not going to have papers and pens and pen and ink or quill and ink and all of that. So in this area, you see all of that, which leads you to believe this is where the person who controlled things a little bit more was.
And they're in good condition for being abandoned for so long.
They are in readable. It looks like they haven't been touched. And this particular area of the mine doesn't look as wet as the other parts of the mine do. So the elements, and again, you don't feel any wind or anything in here. So they're not awesome, but they don't fall apart when you grab it.
Is that the foreman's bones over there?
Do you want to make a medicine check to find out?
I don't think I'm proficient in that, but sure, let's why the hell not? Oh, 18. You're making up for all the 4s and 3s.
So you go over and inspect, and thank you for the follow. You go over and inspect, and you can see that it does appear to be humanoid. Whether or not it's the foreman themselves is almost impossible to determine. There's no clothing remnants or anything on this body, and it appears to be kind of like long dead, but it does appear to have a like maybe an elf, maybe a human, maybe a dwarf, maybe a halfling, a skull that is not like, a dragonborn or a lizard folk or an ogre or something along those lines.
Is the skull intact? Like, can I tell if clearly he didn't just sit down and die. Is his skull bashed in? Is there a hole or anything?
In order to do that, you are going to have to spend a lot more time inspecting these bones. So,
Alright, we ain't
is
got
that
time
what
for
you
that
were?
then. No, we're not. Doesn't care.
Okay.
The man's dead. Let's just go.
Because you do like a CSI inspection, you can't, depending on how many seconds you would like
I'll
to
take
take.
pictures and check and reference later.
Good night, Fires of Atheline. Thank you for joining us.
Night,
Thank
man.
you. Good night.
Hey, rolled a 1 here.
He's trying to
Yay.
turn mine.
Oh, I didn't bring it in.
But
All right, so
man.
All right, so what did I miss? Sorry about that, guys.
You missed a
Yeah.
raid.
you missed a raid of 29
Big
people.
raid.
Ooh.
Thank you, everybody
Of
who
course,
came in
it
on the
was funny.
raid.
Yeah,
Don't
that was
forget
great.
to.
It was hilarious because you were like, yeah, you got hit with a poison dart, and suddenly I was like, hey, I have to throw up.
Oh no!
I was like, be right back. Sorry about that.
I am running your life.
Jesus.
All right.
Wait, you just went to puke? I thought you went to go pee.
That would have been a hell of a pee. No, I was in there yakking my brains out for some
Jeez.
reason,
You snack?
and
I
now I'm
think
back now I'm back like a man, just like whoever that said.
Fires of
Leave it there like
Atheline.
a man.
You need some fiber.
He's feeling what is it? Sympathy morning sickness,
Yeah, there you go. In the evening.
which lasts all day long, by the way. So you good to go? You
Yeah, I literally,
Okay.
it was just, for some weird reason, I was just like, have to
I
throw
got
up
it.
now. So I did it, and then after I was done, I was like, all right, I guess I'm good. Like, literally
Ready for
brushed
more
my teeth, came
cornbread
back,
now?
and it's just weird, because it's like, it's nothing. I haven't eaten anything, you see. I haven't been chewing on snacks.
Maybe that's why you threw up.
See, that's why. That's why.
That's why you
need
threw up,
snack
because you
now.
didn't fill your belly and
I
letting
need
it
snack.
down.
Keeps the throw up away.
And spurting up.
So, puke talk aside, we've got you guys kind of like shifting through here. All right, so sorry, you can hear all of the. You probably can see all of my guys moving, but I've got a shit ton of guys here, so sorry, giving it away. There's a shit ton of guys in here. So you start to see all these little shadows behind you, in front of you. We're gonna go with Erdnot, Micaiah. So again, from out of one of these holes here, over here on the side.
Bastard! Didn't they learn last time?
Nope. You start to hear all the clinking and everything, and another dart is coming from the side here. And that is going to be...
Is she technically? Are we near each other technically? I can't tell because like the squares aren't.
Yes.
If she's within 5 feet of me, I'll use my reaction to knock the dart away.
Oh, you're good.
You use your reaction to do that?
The protection.
Oh, protection. Okay. What does the protection do again? Because that's a 16 to hit.
Hold on. It's
I
been
think
so.
it gives disadvantage
Yeah, yeah.
on
Yeah,
incoming
disadvantage.
attacks.
Okay, let me do
What the hell?
one more roll.
You just have to be a certain amount of like space. I think you have to be like 5 feet from somebody or something.
That was a 16 again. Does 16 hit you?
My armor class is a 16, so does that mean it hits me?
Yeah, it hits
Damn
you. I need you to make a con save. You take 3 points of damage. And you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I'm gonna use my reroll on that.
Okay.
Come on now.
Roll the one says Micaiah got shafted with a dart in a mine. Seems to fit. A 13. A 13 will do it. It's a DC 12. So, you are able to like quickly, like you guys are getting used to like these darts are coming out of nowhere here, and you are getting used to very quickly taking these out if you can reach them fast enough.
Can I shoot to collapse the hole that that came out of?
You can, but you would have to. You guys are gonna have to move a little bit more. So as you're going, you're too close. It's right next to you.
Okay.
So if you move, if you guys
Can I
keep
stick
going,
my hand in and shoot into the hole?
yes, you can.
Just be
Just gonna do
careful, because
that,
last
then.
time I stuck my hand in something, I ended up dropping out of the sky in some random thing. I wouldn't know if I would stick your hand anywhere. You can't see the other end.
Are you doing an Eldritch Blast into the hole?
Yeah,
I just realized how funny that sounded.
I mean, I'm assuming I saw, because I'm next to her, I saw where the dart came from.
Yeah.
So I was just, as we're moving, because we're trying to move faster, I'm just gonna stick my hand and go.
Before you do that, another one's gonna get an attack on you because you already used your reaction to do something else. So this one is gonna get an attack on you. I'm not going into initiative because it would drag this out, and this is really quick, and you guys are running. So if you want to jump in with something that you're doing, just let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna kind of organically, as you guys are moving through, we're just gonna keep going. So that's a 20 to hit.
Okay.
You or not. And that's 3 damage. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, and your Eldritch
You poison me?
to see if you get poisoned. You took 3
Okay.
damage.
I
can
have advantage on that, on
Okay.
the con save.
I'm gonna apply the damage to you, and then you can make your con save.
Were we being chased?
You are
Like, are they
you can't
behind
see-
us?
Yeah, you can't see anything, but you can hear them.
19.
Yeah, you are able to pull that out. Now you can do your Eldritch Blast into the hole.
Blast, gotta blast.
A 12. So you let loose the blast, and because you can't quite see, you hear it impact the wall, but you only hear like a little bit of crumbling, and you start to hear these whispers from inside of the hole now, as I don't know, somebody's in there, and they are moving.
Picturing Jawas whispering to themselves.
Also, DM Erdnot has resistance to poison damage.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think that means you get
That's
that.
why it was
I get to roll a
advantage.
con with advantage.
No,
That's-
you also as a hill
Take half.
dwarf take half damage for
Right.
poison,
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Nice.
and you're
Yeah, this
immune
is
to
the-
diseases.
Yeah, this particular poison would, if he had failed it, he would have gotten poisoned for a minute, but it doesn't give him any damage. All right, so yeah, you guys continuing on. You're running,
mm-hmm.
Yep.
shifting. Okay, I'm gonna have them continue.
Oh, I can't move any further here. Is
Did
this a dead end?
somebody earlier
Oh,
for
shit,
Word of
dead
the
end.
Week had oh god.
Word
What was
of
that?
the week is mushrooms.
Somebody had recommended mushrooms for the Word of the Week. Just to throw
Oh,
that out there.
Yep, word of the week, mushrooms.
Just-
All right, let me update that real quick. So for those of you out there who are local, word of the week, you can enter that in at the Armory, Tabletop Games, or New England Comics in New Bedford, and you can win $10 gift cards at each place especially if you're the only one who does it, because I don't know how many people are doing it right now, but we have partnerships with all of them. I'll update our
Darius. Nah, the word of the Darius says no. The word of the week should definitely
should
be
be
saving
saving throw up.
That's
Do we want it to be that? Because I can change it.
It's up to. I'll leave it up to the chat.
All right, mushrooms.
Let
Here,
the
I'll
people
make.
decide.
Hold on, I'm gonna make a poll because I can do that. It's gonna take 20 minutes, but I can still do it. All right, let's get it. What is the word of the week? No, what should the word of the week?
Mushrooms or saving throw up. Compound word. We'll have to hyphenate it.
Yeah. Compound.
Which is weird because I never throw up. It's just weird.
We should make that a hashtag. Saving throw.
Saving throw. Hey,
You
but
should have
I
brought
got
your
you that
phone
bun, though.
with you.
Picture of Arik like this.
You should have brought your
So-
phone with you. We could have had a Twitch clip of that.
Oh, yeah.
TikTok.
Don't need to see that.
All right, so you guys, yes, this is a dead end. You come around and you're like, oh shit, I can't go this way. There is an entrance here and here that like Vidania heads down, this way. Abaddon is in front of her, so and both of them, they're like, this way, this way. And Abaddon is gonna hang back and let you guys go in front of her because she's squishy and she doesn't want to go first.
Or not, we'll run past.
Arik, you
There we go.
from behind, you swear you see something that dashes across this area behind you. And there is another dart that comes out in your direction. Find one of these fuckers. I know, right?
Too far.
That's a 17 to hit. So you see the
I was like,
you see the shadow that like dashes across, but you're able to like get your shield in the way, and you make that noise.
Juked you, bitch.
So you guys continue on. All right, you're just running forward?
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm holding an action if I see a shadow run across the way.
Okay. What action are you holding? Eldritch Blast again?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you guys keep going. You keep heading right up ahead.
Shit. Can I sense where my little buddy is that I'm got my mark on?
You can sense that he is in this direction.
Okay. Then we will go. We will go in that direction.
This direction?
Yep.
Okay. So you come to this fork in the tunnel. Nothing much has changed in terms of like what you can see, what you can smell. The air here is still very, very cool and kind of stagnant. You are like kind of traipsing through. Her poison would have run up. I'm gonna give it another second, another round here of you guys running. So the air here is pretty cool. So you head into this area, and you can see there is a stone column in a way that's right here. Again, there are torches that are still like up on the walls, but they haven't been lit in a very long time. And it is quiet in this section that you've run into, except for the little clinking of bones that you hear now and again. I move some of my guys.
Alright, I'm just gonna go in here. And it's a dead end. I'll yell back out. I say, oh, can I look around, like, do a perception check? Is there anything in this, like, is it just like a part of the mine that they dug out and then that's it, left this chamber to move on to the next, or?
You can make a, I would say, you can make a make an investigation check to try to determine. So as you are doing that, another dart's gonna come shooting out of the wall here. You get to do your Eldritch Blast. Roll an initiative roll. Just roll a d20, add your initiatives, because I just want to see who's gonna go first.
Me roll a d20?
Yep.
What's my initiative? So.
Oh,
That's a
jeez,
4.
Okay.
Oof. Not doing good on the rolls today.
I'm either rolling in the low single digits or I'm rolling fucking close to 20. There is no in between for me tonight.
Yeah.
All right, so another dart is gonna, oops, Nope. Not that. All right, another dart is going to come shooting out at you there, or not. 22 to hit.
Fucking darts.
5 points of
Pierce.
damage, which I will apply to you right now, so you don't have to worry about it. And another con save with advantage. And then you can roll your Eldritch Blast. So this dart comes shooting out of the wall in this direction.
13.
You're good. So again,
Alright.
you guys are quickly pulling these darts out before the poison can like really seep into your bloodstream. So you can roll. You see the little body come shooting out. Throw this dart and then tries to get back in,
24.
but you definitely hit. You can roll damage because you're actually going to hit this guy too. 8 damage. All right. So 8 damage against him.
Did I hit the dude, or did I hit the wall and it collapsed on him? Or?
No, you hit the guy because he was like coming out. You saw him aimed at the moving item there. Hit him, and you hear like, where's the Fires of Ethylene left, so I have to do it. I need to put my Wilhelm scream down here. I'm pretty sure there's a way for me to do that, but I don't know how to do it. Can I just drag it? I can't drag it. Anyway. So you hear that as whoever it is shifts back into there.
So he got back into the hole.
As far as you saw, I mean, you hit something.
That's what
and you
she
heard
said.
the scream.
Because I was gonna say if he like was like forced, like knocked to the ground or something, I was
No,
gonna
you
go.
hit him in the hole. He
like-
was already going back in, so it would have just
Oh,
pushed him
yeah,
further
okay.
in.
Because I was gonna totally take a hostage.
No, a hostage.
I don't think
so
they
you all-
care.
You all.
Well, my favorite part about that is that you could actually point your finger to his head. That is an Eldritch Blast. I actually like that.
Thank you for the raid,
Well, that'd be
Nat21.
disadvantaged, but I mean, how
We
can you
appreciate
miss?
Hold on, let me make sure to do a shout out. I mean, most
Yes,
of the
thank
people
you,
came
Nat21.
were from you, so I didn't necessarily need to. So what you doing?
I did I ever roll an investigation of this room? Oh yeah. Wait. What was it? It was 6. So I don't know what this
So
room is
you look
fucking for.
around and you guys are trying to move fast, and then the dart kind of distracted you. So other than figuring out that this is a dead end, as far as you can tell, you don't know anything else about. Yeah, Beluga, we had a raid of 29. I think that's our biggest one yet, which we appreciate every raid. 0 people to 29 people apparently. We love it all. Thank you.
Can I make a history check using my stone cunning to see?
You don't. If you're trying to move fast, you don't have the time. But like all of these checks are taking you several seconds. So if you want to, you can. But doing all of the checks is like you assessing where you're at, looking around. Like it's not instant. So
This is the widest section we've come across. I want to make a stand here, but I'm assuming everyone else wants to keep running.
Oh, but we are nice, and we will attend
I don't hear
to
anybody
you
saying no.
every
What are you
I,
doing?
I didn't catch what you just said. What'd you say?
I said this is the most open space we've come across here. I kind of want to make a stand against these guys here, but I'm assuming everybody else wants to keep running.
They're not trying to make a stand. They're hiding and hitting us from places we have a disadvantage at hitting them. We don't know how many there are. We should be trying to get the diamond and the orb and getting out of here.
This is just
agree with
attrition.
We won't have time to find that if we are getting shot at.
They're
Got us
pricking
all.
us with darts.
If we
Most
if
of them aren't
we
even
Just
hitting us.
1,000 cuts, lass.
if we stay here and try to fight them, they're still going to keep
Yeah.
hitting us with darts, but
And they're
we'll
in
be
the
no
wall.
closer to our goal.
Alright.
Arik, behind you, you see just kind of standing, not attacking you. Oops.
This is the chief. Get him, Eric.
Just standing there looking at you. It is one of the gnomes with the, slate slate gray skin. It's just standing there kind of swaying slightly. There's a little bit of blood on its face. It looks to be like one that you guys have already hurt. And it's just standing there looking at you and just like swaying a little bit back and forth. And you can see now that you've had a moment to inspect them before, you see like necklace with little bits of bone on it. There's jewelry like bracelets, and it's holding the war pick axe at its side, and it's just kind of standing there looking at you. And it's that kind of thing where like the light from your lantern is reflecting off of its eyes a little bit, and so it's not like a cat per se because there's too much light, but definitely like a little sheen, and it's just kind of standing there looking at you, not doing anything.
I'm getting, this is gonna be only for certain people, but I'm getting real Goblin Slayer vibes right now. If anybody's ever seen that. All right, Ark's gonna I'm gonna keep my eyes on it,
Okay.
and I'm gonna just tell these two, because I can't see where the others went around that corner, and I'm just gonna kind of whisper over, telling them that I see one, and it's not attacking.
And as you do that, another one walks up from behind it and does the same thing, as just staring at you. Another one comes up from the other side here, up to your north.
That was creepy. That was creepy because that just literally like popped out of nowhere.
And is staring at you from here. And then another one behind it.
They do. We move so fast when you do that. It's like so it really is like little scurrying asses. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna whisper that to Vidania. I see 4 of them that they're not attacking, and it feels like they're herding. They're shepherding us along, trying to get us to go someplace.
Another one appears right here, as Zan and Micaiah and everyone are having their conversation in the larger room, which took several seconds. They just start to appear behind you, and they're just kind of standing there looking at you. They all have their weapons. You can see their little packs with darts by their side. A couple of them have darts in their hands. And then another one steps in front of this one, a little closer to you, but not close enough to be like swiped at.
We should really get going, everyone.
Yep. I'm just gonna slowly back down.
Ernot's going to walk over to where they are, and he's gonna puff himself up at them, and then he's going to talk to them in Undercommon, and he's going to he'll lower the hammer but not let go of it, keep his shield at the side, and issue a greeting and ask them what they want.
Okay. Make a persuasion roll.
Much better at intimidation.
That wasn't overly intimidating.
I should have been like, what the fuck do you want? 12.
So you see that they don't move to attack you in any way, but they all look at you, and then they're kind of like whispering to one another in Undercommon, and you can hear them saying pretty much only the things that were written on the wall that you already heard. They're saying like, feed the mouths, it is Dolgorith, words are truth. And they're talking, and then they like step a little bit closer, like a foot or so closer, each one of them. And then you see, let's see here. Oops, crap. There's another one steps out from the shadows. And you're getting the impression that you actually don't know how many of them there are. Because Erdnot, you also can still sense that the one that you have Hunter's Mark on, it has moved, but is like in this direction, like to the south. So they all kind of step a little bit closer to you, Erdnot.
Where is the thing that you said they were saying, that you sent to us?
It's an out of character chat.
In Foundry or on the Discord?
In Foundry is an out of character chat. You should see it.
I don't know where that is.
Or not. Oh,
It's right
next
next to
roles.
where the rolls are.
The OOC, yep.
In character roles OOC on your chat. At the top.
Oh, okay. Shit. I closed the wrong thing. Sorry. Trying to see if I can say something that they're repeating, but without like getting ourselves into too much more trouble. That was terrible grammar. Too much more.
Too much,
So-
not very good.
The seconds tick by as they sit there staring at you.
I'm gonna turn back, like, I'm not going to move back from them, but I'm just going to tilt my head towards Eric and say, after hearing their whispers and putting two and two together, they're only saying what's on the wall. I'm gonna go, they are herding us towards something. That's why they're
Micaiah.
not attacking, I think.
You turn around and looking in this direction, you see another 6 of them standing in the room that you just came from.
Jesus. Fucking yikes. Alright, well,
They're everywhere.
time to burn jets. Get the fuck on.
I don't think we should keep going the way we're going. They're talking about...
They step forward one more time, and it starts to look like you have a decision to make here. And they're whispering to one another. You just hear. Whoosh, whoosh.
I'm gonna lean.
Nut,
I'm gonna
come on.
turn.
He is
Let's keep
Dogolith.
moving.
If we keep moving, we might encounter something much worse than these things.
I'm
We
gonna
have to
turn.
go deeper to find the diamond and the orb. This is for your daughter. We have to go deeper.
I'm gonna nudge Vidania so she moves forward and hopefully follows in.
We're running into a trap.
And then I'm gonna grab Erdnot by the back of his collar and just let's go.
I don't think we have much of a choice right now.
We do. As you grab it, we fight.
Dude, this is for your
Heels
daughter.
just digging in.
You cuckoo.
You would understand.
I'm pretty sure she won't. She
All
gonna be
right.
dead.
So, what are you
Understand
doing?
anything what she said.
Zan is going to continue down the tunnel,
Okay.
slowly,
Same.
waiting for
Same.
everyone.
24. Let's go.
All right, Zan, as you step forward, your foot catches on something, and in the back of your head, you're like, "Oh," fuck," and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. As you're standing there, and you immediately are like, tripwire, and a heavy object comes swinging down from the ceiling, in your direction.
It's a 17.
Look at you. Hold on, Micaiah. How close are you? You're right there. No, you just made it. So, Zan, split second, you duck down all the way and kind of yell out to Micaiah, and this large like trunk of a tree with a bunch of wooden hand-carved spikes just comes swinging down from the ceiling and in your direction. You duck down, it comes out of the way. Micaiah, you are able to step back and like move your head
Kaya, duck!
as this comes forward
Goose.
towards you, swinging a good like 15 feet down
Fuck.
and like across.
Damn.
And you see this kind of like it swings back again, and you stay down until it comes to rest. And you breathe a heavy sigh of relief as it appears that you did not get hit by this trap that actually is meant to, unlike the other one, probably do some damage. As you guys
Could have
pass
been
by
very, very bad.
Arik, you kind of pass by and look into the room where all of these gnomes are, and you can see them like slowly shifting back into the shadows here, and like disappearing into the wall together.
Into a hole in the wall?
Yeah, into a hole in the wall.
Oh, okay. Just making sure they weren't like facing
Yeah.
into the rock. Well, because I was gonna be like, oh no.
Yeah, they just come and go.
I don't
I
even
know.
need the holes. Crap.
And Erdna, as you are like walking away from all of them back there, they just kind of stand there until you can't see them anymore, and then they seem to almost like melt into the wall. But not really. They're just disappearing. You can't see them. One's gonna hit him. Okay. So you continue forward. You can still hear the clinking and clanking of the bones all around you, but at this point, they are not attacking you.
Because they just led us into their beasts that we are a sacrifice for.
Maybe. So you continue.
You might have the orb. Have
We'll
you played
cross
any
that
video
bridge
games
when we
before?
get to it, Erdna.
You have to beat the big boss if you want to get the big prize.
Yeah, but you always
You're not
have
gonna
to kill
find it
off.
in a broken
You always
box.
have to kill off the little annoying fucks so you can focus on the big boss.
We'll be there
So-
forever. Trying to pick
You
them all
murder
out.
hobo, you.
They'll just keep
Just
pushing out
kill
the wall.
everything. Just kill it all.
Hey, I went and spoke to
Oh,
them
no,
to
Roll,
try
no,
to
no.
resolve it peacefully.
What did we choose for the poll? I didn't even actually freaking see it.
Oh, I didn't. I thought you posted it. I didn't see what people voted.
I don't know how this thing works. Hold on. What did we choose? It's just showing me a new poll instead of showing me the old one. This is why Streamlabs kind of kills me a little bit here. If anybody knows what the word of the week ended up being, let me know. So you guys are continuing along. Who's taking up the front?
I think Zan's up there right now.
Yeah, I was in the back and I was ready to throw down, but I was yanked
Have a good night,
against my
Belinda.
will.
Thank you for
Night,
hanging out.
Beluga.
Right.
Oh, there
Yeah, I
wasn't a poll.
didn't see a poll. Yeah, I didn't see one either. Well, we can just see in the chat. Just type down what you guys want. Either saving throw up or mushroom for the word of the week. Sorry, Izzy, I didn't mean to
Nope,
say
I'm
that.
I'm just typing it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Erdnot, I totally would have made a stand with you if they didn't start showing up down here with Micaiah. If we could've just-
Ernod didn't know they showed up down there. He thought they were all up there.
Yeah. So you guys are continuing on?
Mhm.
Alright, so go ahead. You can move forward.
Zan would like to move forward, looking for traps as he goes this
Okay.
time.
Make an investigation check as you go.
Kaya's gonna give him guidance.
Thank you.
Put her hand on him. 1d4.
So that's a 14.
So yeah, you continue along looking on the floor. One thing that you have noticed is that these don't appear to be super sophisticated traps. Like that's just like your standard, hunting trap for the most part. So was the pit that Erdnot fell into. So it doesn't take too much to, check for the traps, and you're keeping an eye out and you don't see anything as you continue on. To come around this corner here, and just more of the same. The tunnel starts to get a little bit narrower, not enough to be claustrophobic, but
Well, I can't because I won't be able to see.
I'll just. Micaiah's ahead of me in the order. I'm just moving down, so because I know she's busy at the moment.
here, I'll move her. All right, so you all continue. It continues through.
Thank you. Sorry, I had to change places.
No problem. We're almost done. Sorry, I know it's 11 o'clock. So you start to hear coming up from the north, in this direction. You hear the bones rattling a little bit louder, down further in the hall, you can still hear the little clinking and clanking of the bones. She is no longer poisoned. As you just are funneled through by your little terrorizers in the back here. So, continuing on. Continuing to check for traps. That roll, you're all set with that. So you don't come across anything else as you step forward through this tunnel that is pretty monotonous. There are points. At one point here, Zan, right in front of you, you see it gets very narrow. Like Erdnot is going to have to squeeze his way through this spot.
Are you trying to say that he's not narrow?
He is not a narrow man. No.
Is he horizontally challenged?
At least. And the clinking and clanking is definitely coming stronger and louder. And Erdnot, you can sense that your hunter's marked gnome is coming from this direction. As you both, as you all continue on.
Before Zan goes into the narrow opening, he's gonna just look around, see if he can see anything before going through.
Okay, make a investigation check.
That would be a 6.
Okay. Looking through, you get almost immediately distracted as you look into this area, and ahead of you through the narrow opening, which you can fit into fairly easily by, shifting to the side, you start to see that ahead of you there appears to be a cavern. There's a shifting of colors, a change in the environment as you begin to see blue and greens kind of reflecting light from up ahead. Although you're a little bit too far away to get any more than that. You can see little crystalline objects sticking out here and there, but you're a little bit too far away.
The terrain seems to change up ahead. There's some sort of slight glow in blues and greens. Everyone be on your ready.
Erdnot, as you are walking past where you're at, you see, you pass by and you see a hole to your immediate right. And sticking out from it, you're like, what in the fuck is that? And it is a, perfectly round and smooth 2 orbs that are sticking out from the hole. And you get
is this a dap though?
A step closer, and you're like, what? And there's a little darkness, kind of in between the two. And then it wiggles a little bit, and you realize that this little gnome motherfucker has mooned you from inside of the hole. And you hear, and then pops itself back in, and runs
as a reaction
back in the
I take a swing to see if I can get that pass before.
What do you try to hit it with?
See if you can tap
My
that
hammer.
ass.
Your hammer?
Can you tap it though with the
Yeah.
hammer? Can you just tap it?
No, you motherfucker.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just tap that ass. Just give it a little tap, tappy tap.
Roll me initiative one more time though. I want to see if it gets away before you can hit it.
So we'll just roll 20 plus 1. Okay.
Ooh,
11.
I am gonna roll this one to see if it makes it. 18. So go ahead, make your attack roll.
If this connects, I'm using green flame blade.
Okay. With a 15, you smash it against the hole, and it definitely connects with the hole, but the little gnome is too fast for you. You hear as it runs into the hole. You do some of the rock does come down. You probably collapse half of the hole. But yeah, you just got mooned. You just got mooned, baby. That bum though. That was a smooth, rocky, smooth as chiseled and polished stone.
If I connected, not only would have done normal damage, he would have suffered 1d8 fire damage, and green flame would have been all
Fire
over that
damage.
ass. And if there was another little fucker in there next to him, it would jump over to him. The fire.
Ooh.
Roll the one says sorry or not. What a bummer.
Ah.
Can we get a rim shot command for when
Yeah, we need that.
roll the one comes in?
Put 'em. Yeah, we can get that. I'll find that. So Zan, that's what you see.
Two hard-boiled eggs pushed up against each other. Oh, that's great.
Zen slowly goes through the narrow space.
All right, so you
That's what she
emerge.
said.
That's what she said. You emerge on the other side, and as you step forward, I'm just gonna let you see what, the area that you're in a little bit better, and everybody comes up behind you. You see immediately as you step, and there's almost like a drastic and dramatic shift from the mine to this cavern area that you suddenly find yourself in. And you look, and the ceiling in front of you, it immediately goes from like that 8-foot close kind of chiseled and mined out tunnel to just shooting up to this 40-foot tall ceiling that just disappears like up into towards to the north of you. I don't know. Up. Disappears up. Lots of shadows. The colors in this room are this like beautiful blue and green, and you can see that it appears to be coming off of this little light coming off of these effervescent, like fluorescent fungus that appears to be behind these crystalline structures. I'm just gonna move the others in behind you here. You guys kind of crowd through. It is, hold on, glowing green, blue, these protrusions just jutting out from the rocky walls. They cast these shadows, and thank you for the follow, Alex Kurowski. I think it's a YouTube sub, so thank you. And it's much quieter here. And Arik, as you turn around, you can just see like eyes staring at you from from the I don't know why it takes so long to bring these guys around, but essentially just like they're all in the tunnel behind you. You don't know how many there are, but they're like right there, and they're all looking at you. Erdnot, suddenly the one that you had hunters marked is standing behind you now. Like you felt it shifting to the north, and then suddenly it's back there. And they're all just kind of standing there looking at you. And you hear them saying over and over, feed the mouths. In Undercommon, just Erdnot and Micaiah, you can barely hear the whispering of this. Feed the mouths. And that is where we will stop.
I so wish Lauren was here, because I would just tell her, like, just fireball the shit out of this tunnel.
Right.
Like, just throw a fireball all the way down it and burn these fuckers up.
Fucking backdraft, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Backdraft. Yeah, she can do fireball, and then I'll do like a wind spell. Just blow it right down. Right down.
You have that earth. Do you have that earth moving spell? I think, right?
Yeah.
Is that just like smash them up against the ceiling?
Yes.
Burn them and smash. It's like, fuck you.
Her hands them, the floor goes up, squishes them, and then she puts the tunnel floor back down.
see, the whole reason
Yeah.
Ira
Make,
doesn't.
like,
I kind of want to do what the I want to do the thud roll from Hook, like, or not just roll himself a ball and then like Eric roll him like a bowling ball through them.
Yeah.
Well, Eric doesn't like this because something that happened a lot, like with him, he does not like little creatures inside of like tunnels and shit. So he does not like being right here. This bugs him out a little bit. So
I don't like
That's a throw up.
I don't like being a sacrifice to goal abuse.
Hey, DM the Mark Knight, thank you for the raid.
Hey, thanks for the raid.
Hey.
Hey,
Thank
we
you.
just
Raid.
finished. God damn it!
Yeah.
You missed. Or not getting mooned by a fucking gnome through a hole in a cave wall, and I missed his ass with my hammer. Just
He mistook it
ever
for a
You
glory
just barely missed the ass with the hammer, yes.
Jesus Christ, Danny.
so. I got a glory hole.
That was a right hook out of nowhere.
Hey, raid.
I mean, it's 11:15. I assume most of the children are in bed, so.
Yeah,
I don't know,
Most
all
of the
the
ones.
children that watch this are your students.
right.
Oh, Jesus,
Should not be watching. I do have.
I mean, a glory hole is also an oven that glass blowers use, so I mean, I could always say I was talking.
There you
That's
go.
what you were talking about.
I mean, I could claim it.
This is the Loophole Kings map he made for me with some additions from 2 Minute Tabletop, so just throwing it out there as a thank you to the Loophole King again. They are
This is awesome.
they're very close.
This is a very good, annoying, curvy, windy, holy, cavernous thing.
Or not. Everywhere you chose was just a dead end. Yeah, I think you went every
Ernot's very
wrong.
distracted right now. He's having a rough time.
Thank you for the sub.
Thanks for the
Congrats on
sub.
7
He
months.
just wants
Thank
to
you so
fight,
much.
and we won't let him. Just wants to fight.
So D&D 2.14 dice. Go ahead and throw in your URL again. So they are creating a TTRPG, D&D, and just in general creative magazine for dice makers and cosplayers and creatives in general, live streamers, podcasters, people who make homebrew items, people who actually like make dice bags and all of that fun stuff. Feel free to put it in the chat. I have joined with the NAT30s group, and we made our profile in there, and I highly recommend, especially if you're following on Twitter. Oh my god, we got another raid! Hello, Little Play
I love
Pod!
this.
Whoa.
Another
Is
Hey!
Is that
Four?
Is that
Four
four
raids.
in one night?
Four
Is it 4?
raids.
I thought we got 3. I missed a raid apparently.
There was one
the raid
before we
right-
went on.
Yeah, the
started.
Role Players Guild, Nat21 and Productions. We've got DM the Mark Knight and Little Play Pot. Hello! Hey, 20 sides to every story. Nice to see you. Thank you for
Hey.
joining us. We are right near the end, but I did want to say to all of those who have just joined us, you can enter our giveaway. As you can see right above me, our giveaway this month is a Heroes Feast cookbook. And I'm going to switch us over to this screen here so that we can see better. Heroes Feast cookbook. You can use your channel points to enter as many times as you want. I know A. Falcone does not want other people to be entering this one because they really, really, really want this book. So close, A. Falcone, if you just keep brawling, keep fighting. We also have our Patreon that we launched, so if you want to give support that way. But in general, patrons, they also get a free entry into the monthly giveaway. And yeah, we already have something like 30 entries this month with the additions from yesterday and today. So
That's
keep 'em
crazy. It's only the 9th.
yeah. And D&D, there you are, Crafting Geeks, if you want to do it again. Did you get the second raid that came in? Because feel free, just spam that. Spam that. It's an online magazine. Please feel free to put it in. If you are subscribed, I can make you a, let me see, I can make you a, what am I calling them? A welcome in message. It's custom. You just tell me what you want and I'll put it in there. And whenever you come into chat and say something for the first time, it'll say like welcome in, and then whatever you want to say. Some of them I made up on my own, like Brems. I forced that one upon her. Although feel free to replace it if you'd like. So what else do we have? We've got a ton of people that we can go raid somebody with, which is
Our
fantastic.
T Public goes on sale tomorrow till Friday for anyone out there and supporting us via buying merch. One of our shirts is the one that the Eric over there is wearing. Show that
Oh yeah,
off.
we got a hype train.
Oh shit!
Oh,
We can't
got
leave
another
yet.
hype train.
Hype it
Jeez.
up. Hype it up. Hype it up.
We'll
Buy some
stick
shirts.
around if you
Buy some
guys
shirts,
want
hype it
to
up.
keep this train going.
Yeah, thank you.
Crazy, yes. Keep on hyping it up.
Thank you for the hype train. This is our second one in so many sessions, I think.
Yeah.
I think our last session we had a
Yeah.
hype train.
We've maxed
Roll
it
the
out.
one. We love you and your puns. Thank you so
Oh my
much
goodness,
for
here it
coming.
goes. Oh my
Oh my
god.
gosh! Thank you so much.
Jesus,
Oh.
14 dice, thank you.
Please,
Thank you so much.
Please
Oh my
spam
God.
your URL. Please share it. Thank you so
Yes.
much. I'm gonna put
Yeah,
this dog
just
out real quick.
all the
Thank you.
URLs.
Oh my god, we're already on level 3. What the heck just happened?
People love us.
That's
totally
like that one.
One who can't
I like
sing.
that.
Zero rubber ducky.
It's
Zero
Zerabadaki.
rubber ducky.
Whoa, wait a minute. Level 3. What happened to level 2?
It went by
Just
like that.
like when like
It was like, fuck you, level 2.
I
We're at
think
level
Pat's
3 now.
reactions are the most funny. It's like, what's
I know.
What's been
Yeah.
done?
It's just like Zan. It's just like
Like, I
Zan.
don't know if, like, my
Zan-
computer's, like, slow. Like, what happened? Like, I saw level 1, and now it's level 3. Like, do we go through the warp tube? You know, we're skipping
Yeah.
levels in Mario.
Thank you all so much for this. We appreciate it, really. Everything that you're giving. I mean, with this, we're at 39 subs. I can get a fantastic giveaway for next month. I'm gonna hop over to
39
Tabletop Games.
subs.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. I need to find somebody for us
really
to
do.
raid.
Man, the giveaways are gonna get better and better.
Yes, we have fantastic
For real.
giveaways.
The more subs we get, the more awesome stuff we can buy. So
Mhm.
that's
And
fun.
isn't that like technically the more like inspirations and all that stuff too, or however that works out?
I don't even know how
Or
that
are we
shit
gonna
works.
play
It's
that
a
game?
bit. It's
Oh, it's
biddies.
bits.
It's biddies
Oh,
that do
okay.
it. But the subs we get to, maybe we'll have another emo. If you guys want a bum, then we will definitely make a bum. So
Yeah, we should have a.
Whose bum is it gonna be though?
I don't know, but you know what?
Gildan's bum.
I see.
In remembrance of Gildan. Gildan
I-
the first.
He's not dead. I mean, I just
No, I
summoned
mean just
back.
Gildan the first.
All right,
Gildan the
so we
first.
are going to.
By the end of this campaign, it's gonna be like, Gildan the 28th.
You just mark it on his ass with like every single time he dies. We just write another tally mark.
So we are gonna raid with all of our wonderful viewers. Thank you so much for. I don't want to cut off this hype train. Should I wait the 2 minutes?
I mean, I think.
I feel like it's unfair.
Hey,
to
it's-
hype train.
Okay, I
so
won't
just
cut
went
off
up
the hype train.
Yeah, now we can't. We
Dark
can't.
Dreamer, oh my
Our
gosh.
dreamer just made it
Thank
possible.
you.
We can't cut off the hype train.
Now we have
Okay,
to
I'm not
stay.
gonna cut
We're
off
on
the
this
hype
train.
train.
Yes.
Thank you.
Pat,
Thank you all.
Or Patsy.
Ride this train till it
Hey
goes off.
Patsy, we have to wait. Here, I'm gonna contribute to our own hype train out of love.
Hype train.
Is that love or cheating?
It's a little bit of both. It's a little bit of both, but I just, I'm gonna do it anyway.
It's like taking a quarter out of your pocket and then putting it.
In our
It's like
jar.
it's like reaching. It's doing the reach, hoping that somebody else beats you. Oh wait, I don't have to because you guys finished it. Oh, thanks. Oh, you'll pay the bill. Thanks.
So yeah, that session when you were describing the eyes and all that, that was pretty freaky.
It's
That was
pretty
cool.
creepy.
Yeah, like when I was watching, I don't know if you guys could see it because Arik was behind, but when I'm looking, like I just saw them like out of the shadows. She was just pulling them down.
Yeah,
And it was just
that's
more and
totally
more
another
and more.
reason to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was scary.
and I was just like, oh, shit. Because of course, I want to just charge forward, smash, crap, kill everything.
Just theater of the mind, like you were saying as it would come, like I was just picturing like another dozen,
There's
like
a
another,
lot of them.
like just all like starting to like slowly come into the light.
And you just hear that clinking that you were describing of like the bones on their armor.
Yeah, I figured.
Oh my
Did we
goodness.
just go up? Is
Oh
it
my
done?
gosh,
Oh,
hey Falcone,
oh my
thank you so much.
You
for
guys
over
are
the
awesome.
edge.
No, seriously, you guys are
Mega
so
speed
cool.
hurt. So we are.
He's like, no, staying on 5 more minutes, bitches.
I know, right?
No work for you in the morning.
We
I
are on
noticed.
level
That's
4.
okay. I don't have to be to
Oh, waited
work until
till there was
noontime
30 seconds
tomorrow,
left.
so we'll
And
keep
yeah,
this
if I
going all
would.
night.
Yeah.
So another thing to let everybody know that we do have the stream stickers, which you can use to give like re-rolls and stuff. Anybody who has a sub, anybody out there who just got a sub, you can use your monthly subscription to give any player of your choice a D4 inspiration every month that you sub. You can do that. So DM the Markanite, I don't remember if you already told me who you wanted to, but just a reminder.
Okay.
DM. So you can do that, and also as I said, anybody who has a sub, just DM me with your intro thing for the chat. Every time you come in, the first time you talk, it will spam out your welcome in message. You can do a URL. You can promote your own stream. You can promote your own Patreon, like whatever it is that you want. You can promote somebody else's stream in Patreon. It's totally up to you. No bad
All bugs
stuff.
are well.
But cool things are cool for you to put on there. I'm going to.
That's a new shirt. Cool things are cool.
Yeah.
Cool things are cool. It's like the Critical Role joke when Percy says life needs life to live or something like that, and then they were like, what the fuck, and it became a joke because it was trying to be deep. Wait.
She licking her butt.
No, she's trying to like lick the kid's toilet thing. Nasty. She might need water.
Yeah. The training toilet is in the
life
living room, so he can like learn to poop and watch his cartoons. So it's like
Oh yeah.
there's a reason why there's a
life
toilet in
needs
the living
things
Yeah,
to
there
live.
is a reason why. What else do we have? What other offerings do we have? So word of the week, we didn't fucking decide that shit. So word of the week, I think it was gonna be
Gone. He might be
shrooms.
throwing up again. So maybe it's maybe if I say if he comes back and he threw up again, it's did you throw up again? Oh, he did. Did you throw up again?
No, that one was just a pee, but I didn't want to interrupt Izzy.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say if he threw up again, then the word of the week definitely
Yeah,
should be.
So
Death saving throw up.
No,
so I
no,
think
no.
shrooms
Well,
won. So we're gonna go
Yeah.
with shrooms as being the word of the week. This doesn't mean that saving throw up should not become a Twitch or Twitter or whatever hashtag. Just for it's not the word of the week, but it
I
doesn't have
think
to die.
that should be a T-shirt now. I mean,
Wow,
saving
Christ.
throw up. I mean,
And then Arik just like,
Actually,
even if
I
it-
literally
Yeah,
just got a picture that popped into my head.
Of
we go.
Abaddon with her finger in her nose and
Oh my
Arik
God,
puking all
yes.
over himself. Like she's just like nah nah nah. And he's just like,
he just
So we will be back on. Hold on, I'm just fixing I'm just fixing the word of the week. We will be back on. We're gonna be back on Saturday, right? We don't have anything scheduled for Thursday. I might stream either Thursday or Friday some like map making or drawing or something, depending on how I'm feeling on those particular days. But we have a one. Well, we're calling it an anthology, I guess, because we're bringing back some older characters. Erdnot, Cuba is going to DM. That's why. And it will be the rest of us playing old characters and Annie playing a new character. And we will. Oh, hold on. Hey, February sub goal. That's 42. Yes! One of my favorite books from my favorite author. It is the answer. What is the question? We don't know.
now we just need NAT30s towels. Isn't that from Hitchhiker's Guide
We
to
can
the...
get those. I can get those. So we are going to do something also for our patrons coming up soon, but we are going to be starting another anthology. It's going to be multiple sessions on Thursdays, and we'll see how that goes. We're going to bring back Uma and Gary and Varo and an extra part of our group.
I'm kind of excited for it because I was like, we were discussing earlier. It's like, it's like, you can't really call it a one-shot. Now, like, the first time was like a one-shot, but it's like, now we're back to them, and like, I've planned this, like, it's definitely more of an anthology because I found through the DMs Guild this, the next story for you guys, but then I have the story after that, and last night I figured, I came up with ways how to actually tie them in together.
Thank you, Roll the One. Thank you for subscribing with Prime. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for choosing us this month. Awesome. So thank you everybody for getting us to a level 3 hype train. That is fantastic. 2 sessions in a row. Unbelievable.
It's a shame that the blonde sisters are missing all these hype trains.
I know. We'll get them. How about
Luckily they have VOD. They can watch it on playback.
But will they?
Yeah, and I'm writing up little session notes and everything. So we'll do a shout out to DM the Mark Knight before we go, and to Lil Clay Pot who rated us. Oops, does it want to go? There we go. And also NAT21 Productions, I believe it was, because I think they're gone now. No, damn. What was it? NAT21. Son of a bitch. Somebody know what it was? NAT21.
I'll go
back at it.
Adventures?
Are you saying D&D 21 4 dice? That one with the magazine?
No, they have the... Yeah, that one won't come up if I do a shout out. And then the Role Players Guild, who was our very first one. I just need to know what NAT21 was, if anybody knows.
Looking.
We had a hype train initiative league, so we had to stay and thank everybody profusely. Well, that
it was NAT21 Adventures, capital
Adventures. Okay,
Nat.
And so shout out to Nat. All right, can I spell? Adventures. So please check out all of these wonderful streamers. If you don't follow us on Twitter, please do that as well, because we are just all over Twitter with our hashtags. And yeah, we'll be back definitely on Saturday, potentially Thursday as well, or Friday, depending on how we're feeling. Twisted Flames 53. If you have 6 Pokemons, what would they be? You can have only 1 legendary. You guys all play Pokemon?
I only played the first 2 generations. All the other ones I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't even remember. I think like what, Pokemon Gold and Silver was.
I would be the purple one with the ears.
I actually have them right here. I have. Funnily enough, I just had them. I have this little thing right here.
Now wait. Depending on how old you are, like, are you talking about like the old games or like the cards?
No, I
never played.
He has the Game Boy. He has all the Game Boy.
No. I'm talking about who asked the question.
Twisted Flames 53. How old are you? And are you asking about the games or the cards?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you don't have to tell us how old you are. Just, that's the question.
I guess the answer will tell us.
Right.
Because I never played the Pokemon card game.
Pikachu. That's one of them.
I remember what's the dragon?
Rowlet.
Charizard.
No, that's not a dragon. That's a fire type. Not a dragon.
Fucking dragon.
How dare you, sir?
Right? Is Charizard was like the final form, right? He was the big one with the okay.
Yeah, he was the one I.
Charizard. 17, we got a youngin and the games.
Oh, okay. No, just would have thrown me off with that question.
I would go with the 3 basic starters from the first generation. I would go with probably a Mewtwo because he's a strong psychic type. I'd probably go... shit, that's tough. I don't know. See, this is why being
I always liked Snorlax for his sleep ability. He can regain a bunch of HP in the middle of a fight, so I always had Snorlax in my 6. Very underrated Pokemon. Let me tell you, no one else ever stocks Snorlax.
I think I use Bulbasaur a lot.
So
Well, the trick
is
you have to have the flute. You have to have the flute to wake him back up. That's the trick. If you can't wake him back up, he's just there.
So you always chose Bulbasaur because you're a filthy casual that's playing on easy mode. Easy mode.
I changed my mind, and we're gonna raid the Unicorn DM. Everybody should go follow her, and definitely smash that follow button. And we'll see you on Saturday.
Good night, everybody.
I don't want to lose all our raiders to your your super nerd talk with Pokemon.
your uneducated Pokemon talk. The 6.5 Pokemon I can name.
So let's go. Let's raid. Let's make her night, because I haven't seen her in a while, and I want her to be so happy. So thank you to all of our raiders. We'll see you on the weekend, at the freaking weekend. Bye.
Bye.